are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So just came back from doing 2 dirty open mics tonight. I realised it's only fucking 6 weeks until I leave for Edinburgh, and I need to start gigging. I need to stop being a lazy cunt and doing 1 fucking gig a week and start fucking doing open mics, doing fucking everything I can. So that's what I did. I hit some fucking old school open mics tonight. Surprise comedy in the corner of a bar. No one's expecting it. 15 fucking open micers. 3 crowd. Just back to my fucking roots. Back to where it all started. Even though I'm like 1 deviation away from that at the moment. It's so fucking interesting at these open mics because you get these guys that have been doing like comedy for 5 years. And when you're 5 years into comedy, it feels like you've been doing comedy forever. So they're sort of at this stage where nothing's going right. They're still doing shitty surprise comedy gigs in the corner of a fucking bar to mainly comedians. But they feel like they should be doing like bigger, better shows. So you watch these guys that are 5 years in and they've got a little bit of bitterness and they don't care about the gig, but they're only acting like they don't care about the gig. They still have hope. I worked out tonight that hope is the antithesis or antithesis to comedy or to being a comedian. More to being a comedian, because I can tell just by looking at a comedian whether he still has hope or not. And the hope part is the part they need to overcome. It really is. When you see a new comic coming up and they're doing all right, you're like, yeah, they're not bad, but they've got a little way to go. And what you mean by a little way to go is they've still got that fucking hope. They still think something's going to happen. So I was watching one of the open mic comedians tonight and he was like 5 years in and he was doing his set as though he didn't give a fuck about the gig. But you could tell just by the way he was acting that the bombing was hurting him because he still had hope. You could tell he couldn't quite work out how he's ended up telling jokes to nobody in the corner of a bar. And then another comedian walked into the bar, Jared McGowan. He's a younger dude than me, but we fucking started comedy pretty much the same time in Sydney. We were like 1 or 2 years into comedy at the same time. So McGowan walks in, say good day to him, then he jumps on stage and I'm like, there's a comedian. There is a fucking comedian. That cunt has given up hope. There is not even a flicker of hope left in his eyes and he's great. He is a comedian. He wasn't trying to work out how he's still in a bar doing an open mic to 3 dudes. He wasn't like, things are going to get better. He's like, this is it. I've made my decisions and this is it. And I've got a joke I need to try out. This is the place you try out jokes and that's it. This is my life. And it does take that 10 years to finally give up hope. You need that 10 years because the hope is strong. You cling to it. It gets you by, but once the hope is gone, you're ready to become a comedian. And it's not until then that things can even start happening for you. You need to completely have given up hope. Like, you can't even fake it. Because if you're not ready and you fucking haven't completely given up all hope, then if things start going well for you, that hope will come back. And once the hope comes back, it's over again. This is almost a follow-up from the podcast I did last week or the other week. So you need to have given up hope so emphatically that hope cannot even reappear. That's when you're a comedian. I feel like I'm like 98% of the way to having no hope at all. Like in normal comedy, I have no hope at all. None. But now I'm putting on like my own shows. Some hope has started to like well up. And it's dangerous. It's really fucking dangerous. So really, the best thing that could happen for me to become a better comedian is no one shows up to my Edinburgh gigs. I get like 4 people to the Dublin gig. I get no one to England, and it just turns into one epic fucking failure. That would extinguish the last remaining hope I have. And then I can truly be reborn. But anyway, I tried a couple of new jokes today, and I feel like they're going to turn into something good. They're very fucking raw at the moment. I'm just saying them. There's like one punchline in them. There's a lot of setup. There's a lot of rambling. But there's something there. That's why you get out and gig. It's your fucking job. Don't hope for anything better. Just do your fucking job. Like a builder. You think a builder's out there fucking dreaming about building like fucking the Empire State Building? No. He has no hope left. He's just happy to have a little bit of money on the weekend to put in the poker machines. He's happy to be on Smoko. That's it. Just do your job. Anyway, if you're in Ireland, get tickets to the show. I'm coming out there 25th of August at the Sugar Club in Dublin. Snap up your tickets. Tell everyone you fucking know. It'll be a few days after Edinburgh I get there, so I will have pretty much no hope left. So you'll see a great show. Get tickets to that. England. I am finalizing the show in London. That will be finalized in the next day or two, and then I'll get those tickets on sale. Finally, that has been a lot of fucking work. All this fucking admin work to put on these shows has been bogging me down hard. Anyway, get tickets. If you're in Edinburgh, of course, come out to the show. There will be 16 shows in Edinburgh. That'll do for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.